Welcome back to TechWise Stream, everybody.
Our weekly tech fix.
You got it. I'm Jesse,
And I'm Laura.
and today we're diving headfirst into the world of PSVR2.
Ooh, yes. We've got a list of some of the hottest games of the year.
The best of the best, according to...
Well, according to the
right.
experts,
That's right.
the players, we've got the gold, bronze, and of course that coveted Platinum Award winner.
Ooh, can't wait to get to that one.
Me too. All right, so let's kick things off with a game that's sure to bring a smile to your face.
Okay, hit me.
The Bronze Award goes to Trombone Champ. Unflattened.
Trombone
You
Champ.
heard that right. This game lets you live out
Oh, I've heard of this one.
your rock star fantasies.
Is this the one where you, like,
As a trombone player,
wave your arms around like a crazy person?
that's the one. It's all about simulating the
I can just imagine.
the joy
The chaos.
and maybe the slight embarrassment of trying to
Yeah.
master the trombone in VR. You'd have to have understanding neighbors for that one.
I think so. Definitely not a game for late-night gaming sessions.
Definitely not. But hey, maybe that's part of the fun, right?
Absolutely. All right, moving on to our Silver Award winner, and this one's for all you sci-fi fans out there.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Vertigo 2.
Vertigo 2. Okay, I'm intrigued.
This game seems to be filling that void for players who've been craving a...
Half-Life Alyx experience.
You read my mind. It's channeling that classic Half-Life 1 gameplay, but with a fresh coat of VR paint.
So no more zombies.
No zombies this time around.
Yeah.
Instead, you're battling all sorts of creepy creatures in environments that range from like these sterile labs to these vast alien landscapes.
Ooh, sounds intense. So it's like a
Yeah,
full-on
it's a real thrill ride.
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, there's some pretty wild settings.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list.
Okay, now let's turn up the heat and head over to our Gold Award winner, Vendetta Forever.
Vendetta Forever.
This one's caught my eye because it's not your average shoot 'em up.
Oh, what makes it stand out?
Well, for starters, it's been described as a John Wick simulator.
A John Wick simulator. I am so there.
Right. But what really sets it apart is the movement mechanic.
Okay, I'm also on.
So instead of just walking or running around,
Yeah.
you actually teleport to weapons that are held by enemies.
Whoa, that sounds
It's wild.
like super strategic.
Yeah. You're not just reacting, you're thinking several steps ahead, using the environment to your advantage.
It's like VR chess, but with guns.
I love that description. VR chess with guns.
I need to play this.
That's a must-try, for sure. All right, drum roll, please. It's time to reveal our Platinum Award winner.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
The game that has taken the VR world by storm is
Tell me.
Metro Awakening.
Metro Awakening. I knew it.
This one takes us back to the familiar post-apocalyptic world of the Metro series.
But with that signature VR intensity.
Exactly. And they've really taken advantage of the PSVR2's haptic feedback to create this incredibly...
Visceral experience, right?
Yeah. It's not just about seeing and hearing this world, it's about feeling it too.
Ooh, tell me more about that.
So imagine you're crawling through these dark tunnels and you can feel cobwebs brushing against your skin.
I'm already creeped out.
Or you reach up to wipe the condensation off your gas mask and you can actually feel that moisture on your fingertips.
Wow. They've really thought of everything.
They've taken immersion to a whole new level.
Okay, color me impressed.
Now, before we move on, let's give a shout out to some of the other heavy hitters in the PSVR2 world this year.
Oh, yeah. We've got some classics making a comeback in VR.
We do. We've got the Arizona Sunshine remake.
Yes, bringing back that zombie slaying action.
And for those who prefer their scares a little more on the spectral side, we've got Phasmophobia making its VR debut.
Ooh, that's got to be terrifying in VR.
And of course, we can't forget about our rhythm game fans out there. Spin Rhythm XD is sure to get your heart pumping.
So many amazing games. It's clear that the PSVR 2 has something for everyone.
It really does. But what really caught my attention was this poll where a significant number of voters actually chose Other as their favorite PSVR 2 game of the year.
Other? That's interesting. What do you think that says about the state of VR gaming?
You know, to me, it suggests that the VR landscape is becoming more diverse, more innovative. There's this whole world of indie developers and experimental experiences out there, and it seems like players are really responding to that.
That's a great point. It's not just about the big budget titles anymore.
Exactly. So out of all the games we've talked about so far, is there one that's like really piqued your interest?
Oh, that's tough. They all sound amazing. But I have to admit that John Wick Simulator Vendetta Forever has really caught my attention.
Oh, yeah, me too. I love the idea of using teleportation as a combat tactic. It just sounds So slick.
That's stylish.
Yes. But you know what else I'm curious about? That other category.
Oh, yes. What hidden gems are lurking out there?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
think we need to do some digging and uncover some of those unexpected VR experiences.
I'm in.
All right, everyone. That wraps up part 1 of our VR game extravaganza.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve even deeper into the world of PSVR2.
We'll be exploring the impact of VR on our senses.
The potential for VR beyond gaming.
And we'll even tackle some of the ethical considerations surrounding this rapidly evolving technology.
We'll be right back.
After a quick break.
Right after this.
Stick around.
You know, as we're talking about all these amazing games, I'm really struck by how VR is evolving beyond just visuals.
Well, yeah. It's way more than just strapping on a headset and looking around these days.
Exactly. Developers are really starting to tap into the full potential of VR technology to create experiences that engage all of our senses.
Yeah, like in Metro Awakening, where you can actually feel those cobwebs brushing against your skin.
Right. It's incredible. And it's all thanks to haptic feedback. Those subtle vibrations and sensations, they really trick your brain into believing in the virtual world.
It's like the difference between watching a movie and actually being in the movie.
Exactly. And then there's spatial audio in VR is just mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah. It's like having a 360-degree soundscape that moves with you.
Right. Suddenly a noise behind you in the game actually feels like it's coming from behind you in real life.
I remember the first time I played a VR horror game with good spatial audio. I was constantly looking over my shoulder, convinced there's something lurking just outside my field of vision.
That's the power of good sound design in VR. It's not just about jump scares. It's about creating atmosphere, building tension, and making you feel truly present in the experience.
It's like all these elements, the visuals, the touch, the sound, they all come together to create these incredibly immersive experiences.
Absolutely. So we've got visuals, touch, and sound all working together. But let's zoom out for a second. What possibilities do you see for VR beyond gaming?
Ooh, that's a big question. Well,
Yeah.
we're already seeing VR being used for training simulations in fields like healthcare and aviation, which is amazing.
Imagine learning to perform surgery or fly a plane without any real-world risks.
Right. And think about the education potential. VR could revolutionize how we learn. History lessons could come to life, allowing students to walk through ancient cities or experience historical events firsthand.
It's like stepping into a living, breathing textbook. And let's not forget about social VR experiences. Imagine attending concerts with friends from all over the world or exploring museums together without ever leaving your living room.
It really feels like the possibilities are endless.
Hmm.
But like with any new technology, especially one as powerful as VR, it's important to consider the potential downsides too.
Of course. It's crucial to have open and honest conversations about the potential challenges. One concern is the risk of addiction. Spending too much time in these virtual worlds could lead to people neglecting their real-life responsibilities.
Yeah. And then there's the issue of accessibility. VR headsets can be expensive. Not everyone has access to the technology or the space needed to use it safely.
Absolutely. We need to make sure VR doesn't create a digital divide, leaving some people behind.
Right, so it seems like VR is this incredible tool. It has the power to transform how we work, learn, connect, and entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
But like any powerful tool, it comes with responsibilities.
I think that's a great way to put it. It's up to us as developers, users, and as a society to shape the future of VR and make sure it's used for good.
Well said. So what do you think the next few years hold for VR? What kind of wild experiences might we see popping up?
Ooh, that's a fun one. Well, I think the push for realism is only going to continue. We're going to see even more sophisticated graphics, haptics, and motion tracking. Imagine VR experiences that are almost indistinguishable from reality.
Whoa, that's almost like stepping into a dream.
Exactly. And I think we'll see a surge in social VR experiences, platforms designed specifically for people to connect and interact in virtual spaces, virtual meetups, parties, even virtual vacations.
Virtual vacations. Sign me up.
Yeah.
No more packing stress or long airport security lines. Seriously, the implications are fascinating. What other aspects of our lives could be revolutionized by VR?
Could we see VR integrated into our education system? Could we use it to train for jobs or even conduct business meetings? The possibilities are vast.
You know, as we're exploring all these possibilities, one thing keeps coming back to me. That other category in the user poll.
Right. The hidden gems. What about it?
It makes me wonder what innovative and groundbreaking VR experiences are out there that we haven't even heard of yet. We've talked about the big names, but I'm curious about what's happening on the fringes of the VR world.
I think that's a fantastic point. It's easy to get caught up in the mainstream, the hyped-up releases. But we shouldn't forget about those smaller independent developers who are pushing the boundaries in their own unique ways.
Yeah, they're the ones who are often coming up with the most creative and unexpected ideas. They're not afraid to experiment, to try new things, and to really challenge our notions of what VR can be.
Exactly. So it's important to stay curious to explore the full spectrum of what VR has to offer, not just the mainstream stuff.
You know, this whole conversation has really got me thinking about what truly makes a great VR game.
Oh, I like where this is going. What are your thoughts?
Well, I used to think it was all about the graphics, about creating those hyper-realistic environments. But now I'm realizing it's so much more than that.
I agree. Visuals are important, but they're just one piece of the puzzle.
It's about how a game uses technology to tell a compelling story, to evoke emotions, to transport you to another world. It's about that feeling of presence, the sense of wonder, those moments that make you say, wow, I can't believe I'm experiencing this.
You're absolutely right. It's about the way a game makes you feel, the connections it creates, and the memories it leaves behind. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible and reminding us of the power of human creativity.
Beautifully said. And I think that's a perfect note to transition into the final part of our VR deep dive. We're going to unpack some of those unexpected experiences lurking in that other category and consider the profound impact VR might have on the future.
Sounds good to me. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the final part of this episode.
All right, so we're back. And, I've been thinking about those games that are less about like winning or achieving a goal. Right. It's not always about racking up points or beating the boss.
Exactly. It's more about just the experience, being present in that virtual world.
Yeah. You mentioned that kayaking game earlier.
Oh, yeah. Kayaking VR. So peaceful.
It's not about racing or anything.
No, it's just you and the water and the scenery.
It's about enjoying the journey.
Exactly. And I think that's what's so cool about VR. It can be so many different things to different people.
It challenges our whole idea of what a game even is.
Right. Is it a game? Is it art? Is it an experience? It can be all of those things.
It's like this whole new form of expression, a way to tell stories and create emotions in ways we never could before.
And it can be so powerful, like that feeling you get when you're standing on the edge of a virtual cliff and you're just looking out at this incredible view.
Or the sense of connection you feel when you're interacting with other people in a shared virtual space.
And that brings us back to that other category in the poll. Those voters might be drawn to experiences that are hard to define.
Yeah, those hidden gems that are pushing the boundaries of what VR can be.
It's a reminder that VR is still so young. We're only just starting to explore what's possible.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
There's so much room for creativity and innovation.
Absolutely. Feels like we're just scratching the surface.
So as we wrap up this episode, what's your biggest takeaway from our VR adventure?
That's a tough one. I think for me, it's the realization that VR is more than just a technology. It's a tool that can connect us, inspire us, and transport us to new worlds.
I love that. It's not just about the gadgets, it's about the human experiences we can create with them.
Exactly. And who knows what the future holds? The possibilities are endless.
Well said. All right, everyone. That wraps up our deep dive into the world of PSVR2.
We hope you enjoyed the ride.
Be sure to subscribe to TechWise Stream for more exciting discussions on all things tech.
And leave a comment below letting us know your favorite VR experiences.
We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the virtual world.